What does a trucker do while they're waiting for a load? Now, they've changed the load on me 2 times already. Let me tell you exactly what's going on. Let me set this here, maybe right there. Put this phone here, this one here. And lay it down a little bit down so you can see me. Yesterday, they gave me a load, and I was up in Olney. I think it's Olney, Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. And they gave me a load that picked up in St. Louis, Missouri, or Missouri. And I was like 2.5 hours away from that place, so I had a lot of time to get there and all that. So I was on my way to pick up that load. They took me off it. They took me off that load and all that. So they sent me another one. Still pretty much in the same area where I was heading anyways. I was supposed to pick that load up at the Heartland Express terminal. So, wait a minute, what the hell did I do? Shit. Okay. And, so I've been waiting for that load since yesterday, because supposedly it wasn't here yet. It was going to get here today at around 1800. So, well, we were still waiting for it. So I was kicking back and all that, took a shower. Then I went over to the truck stop to get something to eat and all that. And as I was getting ready, I guess, to relax a little more, they took me off that load, and then they gave me another one. This one, the one that I'm supposed to pick up in a couple of hours, 3 hours, pretty much, in Bridgeton, Missouri. It's not far from here. Supposedly, it's like 30 miles or so. But it's not going to be ready till 7:30, so we have plenty of time. A little bit over 3 hours. It's 1600 right now. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick that load up and then take it to Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska. Obviously, from there we have other loads stack up already. So, but hopefully this time they'll keep this one on me, that they won't take it away from me again. So I'm ready. Mindset ready, I guess. I've already pretty much looked at the route and all that. It's not far from here. Pretty simple, I guess, directions to how to get there and all that. And supposedly on this one, it's a preloaded trailer, but it's not going to be ready till that time. And on the delivery end, it's going to be a live unload. So and at 5 in the morning, I love to wake up at 5 in the morning, or 4, even better. So yeah, right now that's pretty much what we do, I guess. We're not 100% relaxing. We're always, especially if we're on the board. If we're on the board, we always have to be looking at the tablet and all that, making sure that we're getting loads, and that, you know, what we're doing and all that, checking it and making sure that we're keeping an eye on it. And, you know, we might be relaxing and all that, and things can also change as well. You know, you might have a pre-plan on you already, and you think, okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and go party or whatever, go with my friends or whatever. Well, things can change pretty much. They can take you off that load, give you something else that, say for example, you might have had a load that picked up tomorrow. So today, the rest of the day, you go out and feed the friends and all that, have a good time, and then you don't realize that, boom, they took you off that load, and then boom, they gave you a load that picked up today. And so that's why we have to be mentally prepared and 100% always ready. Like I said, if you're on the board, you're always on, pretty much on duty, because you have to keep an eye on the tablet and all that. Even if you're under a load already, that you've picked it up and all that, they could tell you to relay it somewhere and go rescue a load, I guess, that might be running late or whatever, and they see that you have enough hours to go rescue that load, yeah, they might do that as well. So that's one of the things that a lot of people. That's one of the things that a lot of people don't think about when they're getting into trucking and all that. It's fun. If you love to drive, it's amazing. They pay you to drive. You travel all over the country and all that. And if you and I guess if you manage your time right and all that, yeah, you might be able to go out and have a good time and all that. But like I said, if you're on the board, just do it safely and always be on the mindset that you might have to go back to your truck and get back rolling or start rolling, because plans change, especially in the trucking company, in the trucking business and all that. A lot of things can happen, and they might need you to go do something else, or they might cancel the load because it's too many hours and all that, and I guess wait, and they have something now for you or whatever. So a lot of things can happen. So yeah, if you want to be a trucker and all that, just have that in mind. You are your own boss pretty much out here. Nobody bothers you. As long as you deliver your pickup and deliver the loads on time, and you maintain the truck, obviously check the oil levels and all that other stuff, and have the company will remind you. Will always send you a message. Hey, you have so many thousand miles before you to get a PM or whatever. And sometimes they'll direct you to different terminals that they want you to do a PM in or whatever. Or if you stop somewhere at one of the yards and they have a shop and all that, and it's during the week, yeah, you could also go check and say, you know what, I got a message that my truck needs a PM or whatever. Or even if you need service on your truck and all that, yeah, you can stop at any other shops and all that and let them know, let your dispatch know as well. So, but that's pretty much it, I guess, when you're waiting for a load, watching TV. Wait a minute, I was watching here something, but what the? There we go. I was watching something, but I don't know what happened here that I lost the screen. There we go. And yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Relaxing, watching TV and all that. Just had my coffee. We took a shower and all that. I do have some dirty clothes that I need to wash and all that, but I'm gonna wait on that because I can still the basket can still hold some more clothes in there, I guess. I don't want to waste time and soap and all that on just a little bit of clothes. So I want to get at least a little more clothes in there to wash. So that's it. Trucking is, if you like driving, there's always a company for you. Maybe not this one. You might start working for a different company and all that. It might not be what you thought, but eventually you'll find the right company, unless you want to go owner operator or whatever. But like I said, I tell a lot of drivers that, especially the ones that I've trained and all that, you make the best of it, I guess. You see a lot of drivers complaining and all that. Sometimes you talk to a lot of drivers that they complain a lot about the company that they're working for, but then you ask them, well, how long you been working for that company? And they say, oh yeah, I've been working for this company 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Well, if it's really bad, like you say, how come you're still working with this company? So there might be something. Maybe a lot of drivers, believe it or not, a lot of drivers, they're the ones that have the issue. They're the ones that are always getting mad and all that. So just make the best of it. Like, whichever company you work for, just do your job, do what you're supposed to do and all that, and that's it. Enjoy it. There's a lot of companies that have dedicated runs. You might want to do local and all that. After so many years, I guess, of experience and all that, you could probably get a local job if the company that you might be working for has local work and all that. But you get tired of that as well. Believe me, I've done local work, I've done dedicated work, trucking, and I've done all 48 and some Canada when I first started driving. And I guess right now, Heartland Express has this new, I guess, now that they did the full transfer and all that, they have this different areas, I guess, that drivers can choose to work, I guess, on the East, U.S. East and the U.S. West, and they also have some regional areas, I guess, on the East and on the West. So I'm working the West region, I guess, west of the Mississippi, I believe. All of those states that cover the West. Mainly, they might keep me just down south and central, south, southwest, possibly up to Portland, Oregon, Washington, some Montana, but not. I don't remember at all picking any loads up by Montana state. Maybe a few relays, I guess, with other trucks, I guess, but I don't remember picking up anything up in Montana. In Idaho, obviously potatoes. Yeah, I've picked up loads up in Idaho. So yeah, but that's at the end. It's whatever you feel comfortable with as well, and I guess that's it. You know, if you decide, a lot of drivers, a lot of people come out and say, well, trucking is really not. Of course, it's not the same as it was before. Things change, and we have to adapt to the new changes and all that. Work with what we have, I guess. A lot of rules come in, and they've adjusted a lot of the rules as well, driving rules and all that, you know. But they're going to keep doing that. They're going to keep changing, possibly driving times and break times, and who knows, you know. But as long as we can still be out here driving and working and all, I believe very strongly that trucking is here to stay for at least another 100 years. I don't think that's what I believe. But I'm only, I'm that close, no, actually, that close from retirement. So I don't know if I do want to continue driving after I get to that point. If God willing, of course, and I'm still strong and I can still move and all that. So yeah, keeping healthy, that's another thing that's sometimes it's a little bit hard for a lot of drivers. But sometimes you get to that point where you're not watching what you eat and all that, and you get to that point where you look at yourself in the mirror and say, wow, how the hell did I get here? And well, you need to start. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm also starting to eat a little healthier and all that, trying to lose weight as well. Just watch your weight. So, well, if that's what you guys want to do, trucking and all that, and don't let anybody discourage you. You know, so I don't know why a lot of people come out and start talking negative about trucking and all that, and I still love trucking, and I see it, and there's still a lot of work out here. You know, whatever. That's what I do, and even if it's a short run, it adds up. You know. After so many loads and all that, it adds up as well. So I'll claim all the detention times that I can as well. If they detain me more than an hour, thankfully they changed. I don't know if it changed in the federal side or just the company, but it used to be after 2 hours you would start getting paid for the time that any company held you back. But now it's 1 hour. After 1 hour, then they start paying you. So companies they might pay different, I guess, per hour, but this one pays pretty good, I guess. It pays pretty good, I guess, to just be sitting there waiting to get loaded or unloaded. It's good, I guess, especially after that 1 hour. Once that hour passes, boom, you know you're getting paid for that every hour after that. So that's that. So yeah, that's it pretty much. Like I said, don't let anybody discourage you. If you want to try it, come out here and try it. I had my brother, you know, he tried trucking and over the road trucking and all that. He didn't like it, so he went to working local. So, but I've known other drivers and all that, and they started driving and all that, and they love it. They love it out here and all that. I had a friend as well that at first he didn't like it. He came out here. He worked for another company. And he worked, I think when I saw him, he was working for the company and all that. And then I think, I don't know if I called him or he called me. He told me that he didn't like it, that he was going to get off the truck and all that. And that was the last I heard from him for a while, I guess. And then And then some years after that, I saw him again, and this time he was still trucking. He was still trucking, and he was good. You know, he was comfortable, and he was happy that he didn't get off the truck. You know, he was making good money and all that. You know, so it was just the environment, I guess, that he was in that he didn't feel comfortable with, I guess. But he thought it was the work itself, I guess, that the trucking that he didn't like and all that. But then he tried something different, and it worked for him. It worked perfectly for him. But yeah, the loving to drive, that's the main thing, because a lot of people don't like to drive. They start driving and all that, and they start feeling tired and this and that. And I love to drive. If I could just drive all day long and all that. But we do have to follow the rules, take breaks, and take 30-minute breaks, and sleep and rest and all that. So that's it. That's pretty much it for now. I guess I'm gonna just and the videos that I upload and all that. It's just videos of what pretty much what it is, I guess, when you're out here driving and all that. After you've been working for a company for a while, it pretty much turns repetitive. I don't know if that's a word or not, but it pretty much, you keep going to the same customers. You might not go to that one customer, I guess, after so many months, sometimes a couple of years, that you don't even remember that you've been there before. You go there, and then it sounds, well, you know that you've picked up in many cities many times, and then when they send you back to that city, you look at the address and you don't remember if you've picked up there before or not. Even the customer, because a lot of the customers are the same as well, because they have different locations, different distribution centers and all that. So you might say, okay, well, this customer, yeah, I picked up with this customer before, but I don't remember if it's in that city or not. And then you get there, and then you remember, oh yeah, I picked up here before. So yeah, pretty much. And then with companies have contracts with other distribution centers and all that, so pretty much it's the same customers all over again. You go pick up the same customers and all that. That's another thing that a lot of drivers, a lot of people they want to start driving and all that, are scared. Oh man, I'm not even going to be familiar with this customer or that. Well, now we have the advantage of the GPSs and all that they can help you out a lot. But still, always, keep an atlas, that you can look at this interstates and all that, just to be on the safe side as well. And always just study the route that you're going to be taking, especially when you get to your location, to the customer, whether you're picking up or delivering, just so that you get familiar with the streets around it. That's what I do every single time. Even though I have over 28 years experience and all that, I still always check before I'm going to a customer. Even if it's a customer that I know, I still check the area just to make sure, well, there's this route that takes me to this customer. There's another route that I can take, and there's another route that I can take. And it's helped me a lot, because a few times I'm coming up to a customer, and turns out that the road is closed because of an accident or whatever. So I know I can take a different route, probably another street that I can turn to around and go up to the customer. So that's another thing that helps you a lot. So if it's that, I guess, because the size of the vehicle, that you're going to be stuck, or you're going to get into a situation where you're not going to be able to get out, or you're going to get in trouble, just stop. That's the number one rule that you need to do. If you get to an area where you know you're not going to fit, what do? You stop. And then either if you can get the number for the local police, so they can come out here and help you out to get out, do it. Usually when somebody gets stuck like that, or they see that they come up to an area where they stop and they don't move, usually other people call the police on you. So by that time, I guess a cop might show up and tell you, obviously nag on you, and then tell you, what the hell are you doing here, or whatever. And then they'll go ahead and help you. They might give you a ticket or whatever, for not going the wrong way, or not following the truck routes or whatever. But it's always better to stop rather than destroying the trailer, destroying the truck, destroying private property, like on the streets and all that other stuff. And worse, hurting someone, I guess, that might be walking around you and you don't notice. So as you're making a turn or whatever, always stop. When you're not 100% sure, stop. Stop and assess the situation. And if you have to make that call to get assistance, to get help, to be able to get out of that situation, regardless of what fines you get or whatever, just do it. It's better than do it like that than losing your license 100%, because you're not going to get fired, or at least you're not going to lose your license for. Well, we all make mistakes, so let's just not make them make them worse. So that's my advice to you guys. So if you want to be a trucker, and don't let anyone discourage you as well. So like I said many times, and that's the number one rule: don't let anyone discourage you. If anybody's talking negative about trucking and what trucking is, it's no longer this, no longer that, well, of course, things change. So you guys go ahead and take it easy, and remember, keep on trucking.